It's all about power. Grabbing it, keeping it, using it. Power is our currency. Our DNA, our God. We control the world. We provide the blueprint and we give the instructions. We're the people in grainy photos on grassy knolls. We're the shadowy faces in smoky back rooms and darkened boardrooms. We're right here, hiding in plain sight, buying and selling favors. Blackmail, treason, deceit, these are our stock in trade. We work the magic of the drunken evenings with senators and chiefs of staff. We shake down demons and negotiate with sorcerers. We have stocks in hell and compromising photos of angels. We use any means necessary regardless of the cost because the world is a bad place and you can either do or get done. We're the Illuminati.
Switch over to nano communication so nobody can listen in.
Yes, sir. Do you read me, sir?
Yes.
Mr. President, it's my understanding that the terrorists have managed to input the code sequence necessary for launching a nuclear strike.
That's correct. I punched the sequence in myself.
You're working for them?
If you asked me 2 hours ago, my answer would have been yes. Right now, they're keeping me alive until my vital signs are reconfirmed.
They betrayed you?
I wouldn't quite put it that way. I wanted power. They sought destruction.
But why stoop to terrorism?
I wanted absolute power.
But you're the president. You have power.
No, I'm just a figurehead.
What?
I don't have any control. The real power is in the Patriots' hands.
The Patriots?
The truth behind this country. I'm not surprised you've never heard of them. Very few are aware of their existence, even among those with code word clearance.
Huh?
Politics, the military, the economy, they control it all. They even choose who becomes president. Putting it simply, the Patriots rule this country.
No.
Hard to believe, isn't it? But it's the truth. The space defense, income tax reduction, and national missile defense programs. Every policy that's been credited to me was actually done according to their instructions.
Space defense was initiated by Congress.
That's what the Patriots want the country to believe. It's all a show. Democracy is just a filler for textbooks. Think about it. Do you actually believe that public opinion influences the government?
No.
This country is shaped and controlled as the Patriots see fit. The people are shown what they want to believe. What you call government is actually a well-staged production aimed at satisfying the public.
Huh?
Don't look at me like that. I'm legally sane, you know.
It's not your sanity that worries me.
The occult symbolism depicted in Grand Theft Auto 5. One of the first images you are confronted with is a giant-sized framed picture of an all-seeing eye. This one is stylized seemingly to disguise what it really is. This image is prominently displayed in one of the main characters' homes. Next on the left is a poster of an all-seeing eye. This is followed by a reptilian eye in a star. Again, this is in a game character's home. This character is known as a genius in the game. He seems to know everything. Then there is the numerous casual remarks of different occult words. New World Order, Illuminati, Darwinian.
Fucking pyramid scheme bull.
Pyramids is good, man. Illuminati pharaoh.
Ortega lives near here. Let's go see him.
It's one thing messing with tweaked out bikers, but the Aztecas? Man,
The Aztecas. It's just a name. Is he Illuminati as well? Anunnaki? Huh? One of the lizard people? I would get done. It would be Darwinian. Hey, look, dude. When's it gonna stop? What happens in the dark comes out in the light.
I'll give it a rest, Trevor.
He did die. You reptilian mother.
I didn't want it to come to this.
And here is the Eye of Ra.
Slide me a few dollars or something, you know what I'm talking about? It's hard out here to say.
Yeah, my nigga, that's nothing.
I know you done went all Illuminati, you know what I'm saying, leaving the street in the back, but damn, man, way to keep it down, man. I mean, thank you, I guess. Payment.
One of the characters even sports a t-shirt with an all-seeing eye. This character is depicted as a UFO nut.
These motherfuckers on the sky, dog!
All seeing I gonna cause us some trouble. Clap 'em, homie.
There's been all these, Merryweather folks hanging around?
Merryweather Security Consultant. Private army to the New World Order.
My back's gone,
The folks waging outsourced shadow wars in 20 countries around the globe and recently cleared to operate on U.S. soil.
That,
I'm a legitimate businessman now, sister. I'm a CEO, an investor. I'm a Illuminati. I'm a moron.
Suck on that, Merryweather! Don Percival, Devin Weston, all the rest of you Illuminati sons of... Suck on my fatty! What was that, T? I told you! That was Merryweather. Those choppers? And that ain't normal private security guards. Yeah, you're right. I have it on good authority that they're actually a lizard army who've taken human form to do the bidding of the New World Order. I hope you can flip this thing fast, because I don't want to see those reptile buddies of yours ever again.
Oh, I don't know if it's for me, homie. My life's already way out of control. All right, look. I'm a Darwinist, brother, all right? Some prosper and some struggle. Now, are you out of your goddamn...
hey, I saw the plane go down.
I survived, and Lizard Army didn't do so well, so that's something.
Like things that actually mean something. Not made up wars, but made up enemies. Matters of the heart.
Was there something else? I'd offer you something, but you would just leave it.
Not yet.
But soon. We have made our own mistakes, became insulated from the world we sought to control. But that will change, and you will help us change even as we teach you.
And who are we? Who are we really?
We are the Invisible Hand. We are the Illuminati. We come before and after. We are forever. And eventually, we will lead them into the day.
Knowing as we do, we wait for you, Desmond. You will come here. You will activate it. You will only be too late.
My name is Dr. Winston Cray. I have been here since the beginning. My life's work has been to untangle the mysteries buried within the DNA of man and the others. To fulfill a pact and in turn become the linchpin for a new world order. Circumstances have changed.
For the uninitiated, I am Mr. White. My real name is unimportant. I am the facilitator of Dreamland. Yes, the maker of dreams. Some have called our plans a Luciferian conspiracy. But they will not say such things after the coming of the new guard. The chips we've implanted in the majority of the population under the guise of vaccinations allow us to watch the Watchers.
And now, a message from the great leader of the occupied United States.
Greetings to our comrades, citizens of the new America. For the last 2 years, you have known sacrifice. And you have known loss. But surely as dawn follows night, a brilliant sun now shines across the world. It is the light of prosperity and progress, and the burning torch of peace.
Congratulations, Agent. Peace at last. You overthrew the world's most evil criminal masterminds and their dominant empires. You have returned law and order to Pacific City. You gave the people back their lives. Thank you. It's taken years of meticulous planning and patience to reach this stage, but it was worth it. Who do you think supplied Los Muertos? Who do you think turned a blind eye to the Volk's activities? Who do you think was Shai Gen's biggest supporter? Who do you think ran organized law enforcement and ran it into the ground? The people had to experience absolute anarchy before they would accept unconditional control. You are the portent of a new world order, Agent. Pacific City was only the beginning.
Hey guys, it's Jared. We're going to start this Assassin's Creed mega blockbuster video game franchise. There's a constant theme of Illuminati, Luciferian, and satanic symbolism throughout games. Desmond walks up with an eagle eye, see writing all over the wall with what appears to be a demon head as well. And as you progress further in the room, you'll see all over the room is Illuminati and satanic references everywhere. This symbol I found really interesting. Here, I mean, you got the Illuminati pyramid and the sun worship, but the reference to the forbidden fruit and the tree of knowledge of good and evil really ties it in and shows their true colors. The Illuminati are Luciferians, satanically inspired to bring about the one world government talked about in Revelation. And all throughout this game, you're looking at their symbolism. You're worshiping their symbolism. But it's not just the symbolism we have to worry about. If we really think about it, these games are starting to take on themes, building better worlds. It's got the pyramids all inside the W. That's a New World Order reference. Right here at the beginning of this Aliens vs. Predator game, the Predators have the same symbolism that the Mayans and the Aztecs used for the sun, and constructed in the same exact type of pyramids that they used for sacrificing of children to demonic gods. Here it looks like the gates of hell with two Predators standing guard. And then an illumination happens once the unlocking occurs, and a great light shoots out of the pyramid and illuminates the top of it. You guys, this is not a video to condemn or judge anyone for playing games. I was a video gamer. I spent hours a day playing video games, but there's a point where we gotta be honest with ourselves. And like, look at this aiming reticle, man. All throughout this game, you were forced to stare at this pyramid, this red pyramid juggling around your fate. Or we're just going to stay ignorant and say, oh no, they're not trying to push any symbolism at us. Look, he just killed a guy and threw up his hands. What did he do? Oh, that was for the jump. No, look at the way he threw up his hands in the same pyramid that all of Hollywood is using. The same pyramid symbolism. The same throwing up the hands in praise, worshipping the pyramid, worshipping the Illuminati Luciferian pyramid. And now you have to do it with your avatar. Video games are being used as an influential tool to prepare the hearts of man for the Antichrist system, and no game is this more apparent than BioShock Infinite. In this game, you have the mark of the false shepherd on your right hand, and you go around killing the religious people who are a clear caricature of Christians. And what you'll see in this walkthrough right here is that people are taking joy in it. I hope that this video will be a revelation to a lot of people of what is going on in these video games right now and how they are using them to prepare men to accept the beast.
Showing all the crap.
Hallelujah.
What the? Why would he send his savior unto us if we will not raise a finger for our own salvation? And though we deserve not his mercy, he has led us to this new Eden. And the prophet shall lead the people to the new Eden.
And the giving of thanks, and by submerging ourselves in the
Look at these weirdos.
tailed against the Sodom beneath us. Is it someone new? Someone from the Sodom below, newly come to Columbia?
I just need passage into the city.
Passage to the city. Brother, the only way to Columbia is through rebirth in the sweet waters of baptism. Will you be cleansed, brother?
Hey, I'm just looking to pass through.
What? Must I?
Let's either this or turn around and get back on that rocket.
Hey, I baptize you in the name of our prophet, in the name of our founders, and the name of our Lord.
Dude, that's messed up. They're looking at the founding fathers.
And so each year we recommit ourselves to our founders.
And recommit to our prophet, Father Comstock.
Our prophet fills our lungs with water, so they may better love the air.
I'll fill your face with fists if you keep talking to me like that. Who are you? Some douchebag that I want to beat the hell out of. Another one of these. Beware the false shepherd. Seeks only to lead our lamb astray. Who is the false shepherd? Only our vigilance protects the lamb from the false shepherd. What the hell are they talking about?
I want to point this out real quick. Your avatar looks at his hand and sees that he has the mark of the false shepherd. But I want you to look at this billboard. You will know the false shepherd by his mark. You see the mark is AD, but as you see the hand is arranged in the AOK sign, where the index finger and the thumb finger are coming together and the three other fingers are off to the side. Now, this is the symbol that Hollywood's been using for years to subconsciously get the masses ready to accept the mark of the beast. If you ever see this sign or someone throwing it up, be wary, because it is not of Christ, it is of Antichrist.
He's got the false mark. No, he's the false shepherd. Wow.
Come and claim your prize.
I don't know if I want it. What?
Taking your coffee black these days.
Can I throw it at his balls?
Oh, looks like we've got a shy one.
This guy.
Wait, it's him.
Now, where'd you get that brand, boy? Don't you know that makes you the backstabbing snake in the grass false shepherd?
And we ain't letting no false shepherd into our flock. Show them what we got planned, boys!
What the hell? Oh!
Stop him! Stop him!
Oh! Oh! God! That guy got owned. Come on! Oh my god, that's so violent. I love it.
Later on in the game, we see who's behind this manipulation tool that's so violent they love it. It's the Illuminati, and I hate calling them that. Really, they're the Luciferians, and it really gives an accurate description of the evil we're dealing with. Now, Bioshock Infinite's a drastic case, but I want you guys to realize this symbolism is in all video games. These influences are in all video games. This is the symbol for Link right here, and this is the symbol for the Knights Templar. It's the same exact thing, guys. The pyramid, the all-seeing eye right here. You have a little illuminated creature flying above Link. It says this statue's one-eye's gaze pierces into your mind. With the illuminations there. He's fighting a demonic creature with the Illuminati all-seeing eye pyramid. All-seeing eyes everywhere. The Highland family crest is symbolized sun worship and Baphomet worship. Right there. It's Satan, guys. It's Satan. Right here, one of the tasks for the game, you take gems and lay them before an altar for the sun in a temple, and when you finish this task, the pyramid gets illuminated. Guys, how much clearer do they have to make it until you're going to realize that this is the world? This is the world. Here's Skyrim. This is a game that takes hours of people's lives. Hours of it. This is their second life. What does it have? Upside down pentagrams with eyeballs in them. Upside down pentagram with an eyeball in it. They have temples with upside down pentagrams and eyes in them, man. What does this look like to you? This looks satanic. Look at it. It's satanic, man. Right here, the Skyrim character with the darkened right eye, the evil right eye. Hollywood is using this same symbol all of the time. It is the symbol of the beast. It is the symbol of the beast. They are subliminally getting us ready with all the things that we like to like the beast. That is what they are doing. These are the foot soldiers of Satan seeking to push God out. And these games are a part of it. That's what we need to see. They are all pushing the same satanic themes. Right here, the Bible strictly forbids against witchcraft. But you'll see this game, is laden with occultic arts and demonic worship. This man is resurrected not by the power of Christ, but by dark magic. And we've been desensitized so much by these things, it doesn't even faze us. This is one of the gods in the game, Julianos. You go to her temple, and you worship there to get skill points. Her symbol is a pyramid with the rays of the sun coming off it. This is one of the pyramids from her temple. And as you can see when you highlight the lines, it has the same symbolism that the Freemasons use. Guys, we need to wake up. We need to see this New World Order plot and how they are using the things that we like against us. Look at this. For your skill points, you have to use astrology. You have to use anything but things of Christ. That's what it's all about, guys. Anything you want. That's what the Satanists believe. Do as thou wilt. Do as you want. So Lucifer the light bearer brought them their knowledge, and now they're passing it on. They're trying to fulfill the mission that he has laid out before them. This whole game, the Bible strictly forbids against witchcraft. The Bible also says, if you kill your brother in your heart, then it's the same as doing it. So if we're practicing witchcraft in our heart, oh man, I'm a mage, yeah, then that's what we're doing. The satanic imagery is here, and we are dark magicians now because we play this game. God sees it as all the same. He knows our hearts, guys. This is satanic. This is the beast system. How much more clear do they have to make it before it doesn't sit well with us? Love not the world or the things of the world. For if you love the world, the love of the Father's not with you. You won't find buildings with Christ painted that big on it. Even in kid games, you see the eye symbolism. In the game, you have to run up and bow down before eyes that are right below a pyramid with an illuminated top. This is worship, guys. These people are slaves. They are getting you ready to worship the beast, even with kid games. Guys, I'm not condemning anyone for playing these games. I was a gamer, and I know I didn't put Halo in here. I was an avid player of Halo, Call of Duty. The first-person shooters were my thing. The symbolism's all over it. In Halo, you're killing the covenant. The people of Christ keep the covenant of God. The elites, the prophets, the seers, it's all Christian references, guys, and you gotta run around and kill the covenant, man. Let's get our heads out of the sand. Let's stop just trying to justify it because we love it. If we love it, then it's probably our flesh that loves it. Every second on earth is a gift from God. God has always made it clear. His desire is that we be good stewards of the gifts and blessings he gives. How can we be considered good stewards if we spend our lives looking at satanic imagery and symbolism in all of these games? Guys, we have to be real. If we are going to serve Christ, the Great Commission was, once we are saved, to bring others to Christ, not to sit around and look at Satan's arts. That's why I love the analogy of the bridegroom. Christ is the groom and we are the bride. If a bride is running around cheating on the groom with his enemy every single night until the wedding day, when she comes to the wedding day, she'll get to the altar and he'll be like, dude, get away from me. I don't want you. You've been cheating on me with my enemy. That's how it's going to be when we die and stand before Christ. He's going to be, what did you do with the life I gave you? What did you do with the work that I set before you? What did you do? You're going to be like, well, I mean, we were looking at Satan's pictures all the time and stuff just to pass the time because we were bored. We were hanging out with Satan. I mean, he was there. He kept me entertained, you know, and, but I told people that I was a Christian. You know what I mean? Guys, it doesn't work like that. And I think if we're honest with ourselves, we'll know. That's why I had to give up video games. And it was a hard thing for my flesh to do, but God made it so easy. And I'm telling you guys, if you look at the amount of symbolism and the things that they are doing right now, you'll realize how short it is, like I did. It's time that we step up and be the men of God we were meant to be, not the little boys of the world. It's time, guys. They're brainwashing us. That's what they're doing, distracting us from what they are setting up around us. And I will not be a part of this satanic system any longer. Dive into the scriptures. Read the word. That's where the truth is.
Now this jewelry I'm going to show you, except the second two pieces, could not be bought in a store until a few years ago. You stop and think about it when you started seeing this stuff. To buy these symbols here, you had to go to an occult store. Of course, that was easy for San Francisco. They've always been a little weird. But you could go to the occult stores, but you had to prove that you were an initiated witch of a coven before they would sell this stuff to you, and it was made by their coven silversmith. The first one's called a pentacle. If you put a circle around it, it's called the pentagram. It's a symbol of witchcraft. And 1 point up is the symbol of witchcraft. 2 points up, like it's showing kind of there, it's the symbol of Satanist church, the symbol of the horn god. You might also notice it's also the symbol of the Eastern Star. We were in San Francisco last night, and in the building that the Illuminati houses the Rothschild's private enforcer, Isaac Bonowitz. He's like a living computer. He's also one of the members of the council that I left. In the store down below, which sells many pieces of occult jewelry, they sell ladies' compacts with Eastern stars embedded in them, with all the little runes and so on. This is called the hexagram, not the Star of David. The Star of David is a name change on it. David was dead and buried when that star was created by a son that had backslid and went into demonic worship. Solomon would seal his documents of war and his occult documents with that thing. They call it the Crest of Solomon or the hexagram. And that's where the word to hex or to cast an evil spell came from. Witches, when they conjure demons, they call the demons up to talk to them in person. This star must be drawn on the floor for the demon to arrive in, or it won't appear. Now that gives you an idea. It's the most evil sign in the occult world. This symbol, in various forms, means that you're an initiated witch of witchcraft. And if you'll watch television, well, I'm sure you do. If you watch television, you'll notice that many of the television stars are now wearing this symbol openly. Why not? Christians don't know what it means. You also notice it was the sign of the Shriners, too. This one up above is being sold. Oh, well, this one. Oh, well. Somehow, there we go. Maybe now. I don't think it's going to work. There we go. There, we got it worked out. The first one's called the Ankh. They call it the Cross of Life now. It's done in Christian bookstores and so on. The Cross of Life, or the Ankh, comes from Egypt. It means that you're a worshiper of Ra, the sun god. That's the Egyptian name for Lucifer. So it means that you worship Lucifer. It means that you despise virginity, that you're against virginity, that you practice orgies, and that you believe in reincarnation. That means that you don't believe in heaven or hell, that when you die you're going to come back again, and the Word of God is a lie because it says you'll live once and then judgment. But they say no. The next is the broken cross, the peace sign. Didn't originate in Frisco or London during the peace movement. It's been around a long time. We've heard a lot of cracks about it, you know, the footprint of American chicken and all this type of thing. This is what it is. When a person wants to become a member of witchcraft, and they come from a Christian background, I didn't have to take this initiation because I was born into witchcraft. They're given a cross made out of ceramic clay, you know, baked clay, and it's turned upside down, and they take the crossbars and they break it, forcing the crossbars down and break the crossbars off. And they throw the pieces to the floor and shatter it. And the priest or priestess, whoever's doing the initiation, then announces, you are free from the bondage of the Christian church. And because of this act, you shall have peace evermore. Thus, the peace sign. It's called the broken cross. This one you're not going to find until about a year from now. Anybody ever seen this symbol before? Everybody going 666. You're right. 666. It's 3 overlapping 6s. Okay, here's where you can find it. You can find it on the world currency printed out of Brussels. We bought $10 billion of it, but our president decided that it's better to go with a credit card than the currency now, so we're not going to use it. You'll find it in clothing and shoes made in the common market countries, in the labels of the clothing. More recent, about a year ago, it was on national television, when the President of the United States, you know, the peanut eater from Georgia, well, I mean, you know, that's about the best I can do for him. I could say more. Said he had personally designed a national security card that would be the answer to the problems in the United States. And that every citizen, law-abiding citizen, would have one of these cards to prove they were a law-abiding citizen. You know, whatever. Then he got done making his speech. He left. His press secretary come up and says to the newsman, "Here's a picture." Now, for some reason, with all the flashbulbs popping and stuff, that card's picture never got printed in the paper. I don't know why. Maybe they decided it was a bad move. But in the center of the card was a pearl white glossy card, computer plastic type. In the center, in kind of a gray with words written over it, but in the background, like a watermark, was this emblem. Welcome to the last generation. They're putting their forces together. Now, if you've been going to the grocery stores and the department stores, you've been noticing the new computer cash registers. One shopping step type cash registers, and you put your card in it and ring up the purchase, and it does all the business for you right then and there. Well, all the stores are supposed to switch over to them, and the little poorer stores are supposed to get the little phone unit that hooks into your phone, and you zip the card through. This is all supposed to happen in the next year, right on time schedule, just like it should be. Then things will be a little different around here, because by then they plan on destroying the money that you have, and then you'll have to use the card, because the money will be worthless. Now, if you've been noticing all the television commercials, security is the word that everybody's been using on television commercials. Prepare for the future, pack up for security this and security that. And then they're going to turn around and they're going to wipe your security off the face of the map. I'm going to destroy that microphone before it's over. Now, if I'm stepping on your little safe world, I'm sorry. I'm trying to tell you something in advance. And I'm going to give you a reading list so you don't think I'm the only nut in the world. The first book is None Dare Call Conspiracy. I'm going to give these quick and then I'll take a few questions. We've got a few minutes and that's it. The next is the Rockefeller Files. And the last one is Jimmy Carter, Jimmy Carter. Now, those can be found in most bookstores. They're by Gary Allen. But I recommend one that you find in the Christian bookstore. It's called The Day the Dollar Dies. You might decide to invest the financial money that you're saving in your savings account that'll be worthless before this year is out in the work of God. I'm serious, it'll be worthless before this year is out. This time next year, the time schedule they have, I'll give you a few events. I'm not prophesying, I'm giving you physical knowledge. You may think I'm crazy. They thought I was crazy back in 1972 when I said we were going to have a fuel shortage. They thought I was crazy back in 1973 when I said watch for the coal mines to close. So you may think I'm crazy, but next year when it's all happening, at least I told you in advance. You got a little bit of warning. There'll be 10 million people out of work this time next year. Now that's when our welfare system, unemployment system, and Social Security system goes collapse because it won't be able to handle that many people out of work. And you may want to go home and pray and ask yourself what this country's going to be like with 10 million people not eating and not having any money. And then you may want to pray that a lot of souls get won and Jesus comes quickly. I know I'm going to. Okay, I'll take some questions and answers.